Alright, and we are back with Sly 3. Going to be finishing up episode 4 today.
You know, you'd think now that he knows where we are, he'd be more proactive about us not being here.
Yeah, our safe house is in no way safe anymore.
I'm afraid we'll need a new power source. The old polycellular battery has lost its core.
Okay, is there one around here I can steal for you?
Penelope's aerial reconnaissance has located a candidate, but due to the delicate nature of the work, I should be the one to decouple it.
So, what? Can I help out here at all?
Stay close. I'll need you for charging the battery.
You ever seen those AI pictures of nothing that simulates having a stroke?
I have not.
I can't recommend them because they basically create a flight or fight response in me. At first they didn't, like many things, but over time, there's just something so unsettling about looking at something where everything in the picture looks almost like something, but really nothing. It's bizarre. I don't even know how they went about making them. Like, feel free to Google it, but I am not tracking it down for you. It's just too heebie-jeebie. It reminds me of my childhood fear of kaleidoscopes.
That sounds like a great out-of-context line from something.
Man.
And naturally, the battery is shaped like a AA.
Nice. It is a big old battery.
Is the battery complete?
Yes, it just needs to be charged.
Seems like that might be a problem in these parts.
Well, why is it here?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Hold it right there, Sly Cooper. Don't move or I'll zap you.
The way they just sort of found this battery is like, oh, it was on a tree. There's just a battery tree around here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sly's like, zap me harder, Camilla. Gosh, or Carmelita. Oof.
So yeah, the battery is absorbing all the shots, so it doesn't actually hit him. He's just playing.
Yeah. A very unique way to involve her in this chapter, gameplay-wise.
Yep.
I am curious how they handle the AI of Sly moving around on his own.
Yeah, it is interesting, because I'm not sure he really does that anywhere else in either game. Whenever he's around and you're not playing as him, he's typically following around another character.
Yeah. He is taking damage. Like, his health bar is going down, I just noticed.
That's just an abstract. That's what Carmelita thinks is happening. In reality, the battery's just filling up.
I see. Wow, that honed in a little bit. Well, I guess not really.
Interpol, I've captured Sly Cooper. Repeat, captured Sly Cooper. Requesting extraction unit. Over.
Nice acting, Sly. The battery is fully charged. Plug it into one of the main light outlets to stabilize it. Then we'll attach it to the van. But be careful. Now that the battery is full, it won't absorb any more of Carmelita's shots.
Wouldn't it be great if he was still on the ground?
Yeah.
Sly, you're acting, right? Sly? So this is a little trick that you can do. You're not intended to do that, and it gives you a huge head start over Carmelita.
By jumping down like that?
Yeah, you're meant to run away like in her line of sight. And that's the hard part is that, like she said, the battery's not stabilized yet. So if she hits you before that part right there where I picked it back up, it like I think it explodes. But now you can take her shots and it's fine.
Okay. It was interesting that effect when you got hit by the dragon thing.
Yeah, that doesn't happen too often to me.
Hashtag humble brag. Oh, clapped.
And with the rocket boots, this section is pretty easy.
I'm assuming you could put off getting those for quite some time.
Getting what?
The rocket boots aren't
they're
necessary.
not. Yeah, they're not required. But yeah, as you saw there, Carmelita was only just catching up to us right as we were finishing. So
He's so excited for his van.
okay, let's do down the line.
You ever roll around just for fun or not really?
In this game?
Yeah.
Oh, just using Murray's roll move? And not really.
I assume it's not faster to get around.
If it is, I often forget that fact. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really hang out that much as Murray to begin with.
I'm so used to the idea of a alternate form like this being quicker, like Samus. That was one aspect of Prime Hunters I really liked, is that every bounty hunter needed some kind of alternate form.
Hey Murray, check it out.
I do like how Penelope becomes mission control every so often instead of just always being Bentley.
You're the only one on the team strong enough to open it. Crack the lid, and I'll be right down to reroute the wires. With some luck, we'll be able to listen in on Tsao's conversation.
Sure, Penelope. Easy for a muscle man like myself. Just keep clear and let old Mercules work.
Me thinks Murray has feelings for this mouse, or he just likes to brag, I don't know. Oh, Murray's dead.
Bad gas.
This is all my fault. Hang in there, Murray. I'm coming.
Quickly, take the foreigner to the highest peak and blast him to pieces. Be sure to leave a trail of gunpowder. All must be done in accordance with tradition, or the ancestors will be displeased.
Okay.
I'm too late. He's as good as dead.
No, there's still a chance. Use your RC car. It should be fast enough to beat the lit fuse up the mountain. It's the only tool we've got to save Murray.
So I didn't mention this when we first used her RC car earlier. Penelope's car is probably the richest source of this mission in this game.
Really?
There are, when I look back at some of the missions I had the most trouble with and the ones I found the least fun, this car typically comes to mind.
It's a shame because on paper it looks like it could be a lot of fun.
It's a bit awkward to control, and oftentimes the mission you're given is pretty tight.
Yeah, you're not fast enough.
It's a bit scripted that the fuse is usually quite ahead of you for the first part, and then it's only about here that you can get ahead of it.
Okay. I always wondered as a kid when they had fuses, and they're like, oh, we gotta blow out the fuse before the thing blows up. I'm like, why don't you just cut the fuse off or pull it out? But this is a powder, so that would be hard to do.
Alright, so just in a second here. Wait for it. Right here. My controller gave out.
No! The irony.
So basically, if you're using an Xbox One controller on PC using the Xbox wireless adapter, do not let your controller's connection time out. For some reason, it leads to weirdness afterwards. I've had it, like, I had to do like SFC scan now to fix that before.
Oh gosh, that
always
sounds
turn it
awful.
off manually. And there's one other point later where the controller gives out just for a couple of seconds. I was able to fix it. It's not doing it anymore, but yeah.
What is SFC?
That's like scanning the operating system and repairing anything that's corrupted.
How did you pause it when it went out?
It went out for just like a second. I was like, what's going on? And I was like rapidly hammering the start button.
I see. So how many attempts did this take?
This time, just this one.
Oh,
I was
good.
somehow able to salvage this one, even though my controller gave out.
Yes!
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Lives. I will never forget you, brave little RC car. We will be friends forever. You can ride in my van.
Wow,
So that mission was entirely pointless and only exists to give Penelope another thing to do.
nice. Murray's giving out these shotgun cards like it's nothing.
Time to free Jing King, rob General Tsao blind, and send him up the river. I call it Operation Wedding Crasher. This will be a multi-pronged job.
How? What?
Two groups working simultaneously. I'm sure I don't need to stress the importance of the schedule to anyone.
Ignore the photographer outfit, it's not used at all.
Okay.
Make their way past all the security in Tsao's treasure temple, and then drop the goods off to me for loading into the van. Meanwhile, the Panda King and Guru will tunnel beneath the palace, creating an escape route for Jing King. Sly, you'll have to pull double duty, taking care of any topside security designed to detect subterranean assaults.
Oh, so you already got rid of those.
No, I did not. I just was getting out some childhood trauma.
Oh, no.
Then, with the girl and loot in hand, we run for it.
Wait, why is Carmelita here?
It is never explained.
Ah.
Presumably, she's just really good at figuring out where Sly is, because Geosaur showed up during the heist in Australia.
Is she following that raccoon musk? Alright, so... You know what's weird? There's this character in regular show, well, main character Rigby, who's supposed to be a raccoon, but the more I think about it, he does not look like a traditional raccoon. He's like brown and gray, and I don't think he really has a striped tail. It's like long and skinny. But then again, that show's kind of fast and loose with the character designs.
Hey, tell me the sunset
Wow, that's handy. You can still do
I'm
that.
putting you the password.
Yep.
Day, night, sun, moon.
Sorry, just being careful.
What does it mean to keep someone on retainer anyway?
I guess it just means that he's in your Rolodex.
Ah. What if it means they pay you to be, like, ready to go whenever they need you?
Yeah, maybe something like that.
I'll have to Google it when I care.
I'm in green light position. Let's get a roll call.
Ready.
In position.
I'm pumped.
I too stand ready.
Yeah, it means that they're paid to, like, get them jobs and whatnot.
Okay.
Basically have them on call.
Is not forgotten.
All right, everyone. Let's go.
Penelope and Murray are relying on your second story work to be let in. They should be in position by the front door.
It's weird that something's called a story. Like floor and
Yeah,
story.
floor. Yeah, I wonder what the
For a lady. And some
connection
say
between the two
shovel
terms
dead.
is.
I try to show my proper respect. You guys gonna be okay in here? The security's tight.
Yeah, we're fine. You'll need to get moving if you're going to make your rendezvous with the Panda King and the Guru.
Always a slave to the schedule. That's me.
What's the plan?
According to the blueprints, there's a security computer on the far side of the room under the dragon statue. I should be able to destroy it with my RC car, provided I don't trip any of the blue security beams along the way.
Oh boy.
Blue security beams? Oh man, this is tense.
Once again, thinking about RC car missions that I'm not a fan of, this one immediately comes to mind.
Oh, yeah, this looks bad.
You also can't shoot any of these screens here, or they'll set off the alarm as well.
You know what's funny? As a kid, I used to think the bug zappers worked by... I didn't realize how the electricity was. I thought the glowing rod was just the electricity. So I was under the impression that it was like just this beam of plasma. It is not.
Yeah.
It's a good thing the stuff isn't as tight as it could be. It's always funny in games with security systems where it's like
very, very specific.
Yes, it's like obviously built in a way that you can get around it.
Well, it's like if anyone is like more than 2 feet tall, they just step over these things.
Oh, I didn't even mean that. I mean the fact that they don't have all these walls solid at all times.
Yeah, there's all these gaps everywhere that are conveniently RC car sized.
It's like in movies when the air vents are like big enough for a man to crawl through.
Yep.
And they're pretty much never like that.
No, you'd need to be like a baby to fit in most air vents.
That should do it. The laser door should be going away.
They must have another computer or something.
Redundancies.
But there was only supposed to be one. The security nodes are still active. If that second computer fully boots up, there's no way we'll get in.
Penelope, I've been doing this a long time. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that when the plan gets messed up, always fall back on the golden rule.
Yeah?
Punch.
What's that?
Break stuff.
You're right. If I can destroy all the security nodes before the other computer comes online, that laser door should deactivate.
Less talk and more breakery.
For some reason. So now we gotta destroy all of them, which, as you can imagine, is another part of this that was troublesome. Fortunately, it's not that bad. The time limit is actually rather generous.
I hate physics where things fall over like that and waste you so much time.
Yeah. Once you realize the general layout of the room, it's actually quite square. It's not too hard to find all 30 of these things.
Yeah, I always, with stuff like this, I always do terrible and like, oh, I missed one. I have no idea where it is. Oh, yeah. To answer your question earlier about the Shout of the Hedgehog play through the game with only player 2, they never even bother with Charmy's mission.
Ah.
Yeah. In the end, they kind of had to fudge things. Like, they had to say that Sky Canyon was a free space because otherwise, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Although, they failed to do the obvious thing and just run through the mission.
You're pretty good at breaking stuff.
Just because the second player can't get the Chaos Emerald, so.
Thanks, pal. Let's get that treasure.
They also discovered a way to scum and speedrun the Tails Ring mission with the checkpoints. You can just go back to the first checkpoint and get the same like gong thing over and over and over. And that's like 50 rings, so I think it might be the fastest way to beat the level.
Call it out. I'm ready.
On my three.
Oh, it's one of these.
1, 2, 3.
Dragons? I got them.
So it may seem like that, like I messed up there. No, that happens every time.
2, 3.
So they have to deal with dragons anytime they want to get in?
I guess.
What do you see? Is it awesome?
There's plenty of loot, but the foundation looks rotted out. Totally unstable.
Perfect.
Hey, Murray, Sal's on his way to your position. How you coming with the treasure?
We're doing awesome. Stand aside, Penelope. Cannonball!
No, wait!
Uh-oh.
I thought that's what he wanted. Guess he
All
wasn't
right.
bright.
Let's go back in time for a little bit here.
Right.
Always a slave to the schedule. That's me.
The Panda King and the Guru are in position beneath the palace. Once you're inside, they'll start blasting.
Alright, so once I go inside the temple, we will once again be shifting over into much better quality via the newer version of the emulator.
Right. From Raccoon with love. So you said these things suck here, huh?
Okay, guys, I'm here topside.
The bases around you are used in an ancient Chinese security technique to detect subterranean thieves.
Which happened all the time back then.
This was the style of the time.
Palace.
I get you. If any of the vases tip over, it'll trip an alarm.
Correct. Don't allow them to fall. I am putting my trust in you, Sly Cooper.
We'll get Jing King. I promise. The guru's right. Let's get this show on the road.
Actually, I don't think that we're at new footage yet.
Okay. So, what made you want to change drop shadow stuff?
It's another thing with Jing King's silhouette.
So, you mentioned as a kid this was not a good time.
This mission right here, getting all these vases to not fall over, is a pain, because, like... See that?
It starts to stack.
Yeah, it's like, stop shooting all of them all at once. I did it pretty well here, but it was really hard. The thing that you have to remember is to always run back into the center. After it, what I would always do is just hang out at the last face I steadied.
Yeah. So you can't jump over the middle?
You can, but it's just once you steady one vase, go back into like sort of the center of the area, then you can reach all the others.
I see.
But
That makes sense.
Then it's time for a little subterfuge. Oh, and keep your position on the stilt platform. You're on point for the treasure drop.
Yeah, that wasn't remastered footage right there. We're not quite to that part yet, but we now get to the worst part because we're using the grapple cam again.
Man, I'm surprised the range on this thing.
Yeah. It can go further than you think, but it's not unlimited.
Self-destruct.
Yeah, you can self-destruct it, but it's never required for anything and isn't terribly useful.
Yeah.
Hey, Batty!
What did he just call her?
Yeah, it's just a general insult to the guards.
Right.
So we have to lure Carmelita over here, but she'll also get distracted by the other guys, and right there, she shot me. So you gotta do it all over again.
So with the grapple, it shows 2 X's. Is one to, like...
One to shoot the thing, and once it's latched on, press it again to actually go over there in case you land the grapple somewhere you don't want to go.
Follow the sound of my voice! You ugly!
You watched through Psych, right?
Most of it.
I need to finish it, but this game reminds me how much I would have loved a Psych game that was kind of a variety game, but you're also solving crimes.
Cooper,
It might work as a visual novel.
Yeah.
these guys have to
Oh, that
drag
could, well,
you
yeah,
while
that could
they're
work.
running away.
Okay, now we're shifting over into remastered footage.
I like that the flashlight stayed on that even though she left.
That was a guard flashlight.
Ah.
So you can see Sly's shadow there.
Father, you have rescued me from General Tsao. I was beyond hoping for such a thing.
Yes, my daughter. You are safe.
Heads up, Sly. You've got company.
Ha! That looked hilarious. Just sinks.
Wayo, wayo, I'll be in the basement.
Okay.
Okay,
Bentley,
that's new.
Secret Plan Alpha is
Yeah, you never get to
underway.
actually
You know
use
the one
that
where I disguise myself
disguise.
as General Tsao and steal the veiled bride during the wedding ceremony? Yeah, make sure the whole gang's there. Okay, I'm headed to the rendezvous now. Over and out.
Is this a red herring for Carmelita?
Sly Cooper and his secret plans. Who's this failed bride he's so interested in anyways? Well, he's not the only one who can play the disguise game. I'll give him and his gang a shotgun wedding they'll never forget.
So Carmelita is extremely good at disguises.
Ha!
What strange rumbling have disturbed my meditation, and on the very eve of my wedding? Do not worry, my bride. I will not let anything prevent our love from blossoming. Not even your misguided attempts to escape.
There you go. Jin King hasn't been doing
Perhaps
nothing
my
the
meditation
whole
will be
time.
more focused amid the splendor of my treasure temple.
They really should have had the shield not do that. It was kind of distracting. Also,
all right, back to old
what was
footage.
that? At the end. At the end, there was some repetitive weird noise.
Same. It's still the shield.
Gosh, dang it. That's weird.
Carmelita took the bait. Where are you guys at with Jin King?
We're in the van, waiting for the treasure and escape.
Hey, Murray. Sal's on his way to your position. How you coming with the treasure?
We're doing awesome. Stand aside, Penelope. Cannonball!
Uh-oh.
No, wait!
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was convenient.
Okay, guys. Parachute down the treasure to me. I'm ready.
Oh, no.
We were hoping to not let him know that anything was wrong.
Right.
I thought that was a good shot of Tsao running up the ramp.
Murray!
And that shot right there too. That one always sticks out in my mind.
My family temple destroyed.
Oof.
Never have I suffered such an outrage.
You feel bad for him for like 1 second.
Yeah.
Your temple, and I'll break your face for messing with the Cooper gang.
You cannot hurt me.
Oh yeah? Heads up, Emily. Treasure chest coming down.
Oh. Oh.
The outrage.
I got lucky.
Stone dragon of the temple, I summon you from rock to flesh. Aid the family Tsao in this hour of need.
Well, we already had a boss against Tsao, so...
Huh. That's kind of what happens with Mushu in Mulan.
Sweet strawberry shortcake.
Except he's not big. Well, Murray's dead.
No! Let go of me!
I didn't expect
Gotta grab
this.
the girl.
Tsao line is master in this place. Hear me, Sly Cooper. My lineage surpasses yours in every way.
It's not about the family name, pal. It's what you do with it.
I like his cock lock.
Sly, I'm okay. I broke my fall on one of these wedding fireworks. And
Sly, help! Smack this guy around so he'll let go.
Oh, this is cool.
It's certainly a unique boss. Weird, but...
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Kingdom Hearts earlier...
Yeah. It's also...
If I mentioned it.
Ah. It's also Shadow of the Colossus a little bit again.
Yeah. There's a fight in Kingdom Hearts 3 that's kind of like this, up in the sky, and smacking the head as it turns 180 degrees around.
Ugh. I assume it's... You're beating the ever-loving shit out of Owl from Winnie the Pooh, then. Ah, I can't...
Oh, if only.
If only. He is definitely one of my least favorite characters of that franchise. Gopher is one of my favorites, because he always says he's not in the book. And he is right. He is not in the book.
So just run around a little bit, you'll... they put fireworks absolutely everywhere. Also, Sly's T-posing a little bit.
Nice. Ow. Oh, real Sandbird hours over here.
I cannot believe that I almost pulled that out. I mean, it's designed so that you can't, but yeah,
I'm sure people have
at the end
done
of each phase, you're supposed to fall back down. But I think I bypassed a gate
really
somewhere.
There.
But then he started turning around again, so I think it just doesn't let you do it until you get back down a certain altitude.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see somebody speedrun this fight and see. I can imagine speedruns for this game could be kind of interesting, even though a lot of stuff is scripted. Although, if you can sequence break, that's always the golden. And he is dead.
Feel like making an exit?
My hero.
Oh, okay.
I still win, Cooper. You might have stolen my treasure and thwarted my dragon, but I still have the bride. Jane King is mine.
This cutscene seems a little longer than necessary, but...
Yeah, I guess they wanted to show the whole process from top to bottom. Just to be like, hey, you know, they paraglided over the entire level.
General Tsao had his wedding right on schedule. Everything was as he'd arranged, except the bride came as kind of a shock.
How did he not notice already?
Carmelita was a little disappointed it wasn't me she busted at the altar, although I doubt she minded taking Tsao into custody. He did, after all, plague the streets with the undead. From what I hear, the locals were happy to see him go.
Aw. Necromancy is frowned upon in this. We live in a society.
The Panda King insisted that she be safe there, and that he needed to pay off his debt to the gang.
Whoa.
I was still wary, but there was no denying that his skills would come in handy. Needless to say, we lived it up in the back streets of Shanghai. What kind of gang of thieves would we be if we passed up on recreation like that?
Poor Murray.
So I just want to point out that Tsao was taken down by a female police officer, and the game resisted the urge to shove it in your face. It was, like, subtle.
Well, yeah, they show don't tell, as they say.
It's just like that would be the whole thing of like, oh, I guess you never thought that a girl could take you to prison. And it's like, no, it's just, hey guys,
Pirate
come up
stuff.
and dead men tell no tales. What could that mean? See you next time.